type of impact will the gender gap have in 2024?
Yeah, Kristen, big question. Two ways to look at it nationally. Look at it this way. In 2020, Trump won among men over Biden by 5 points. In the polling this summer, in the month before Joe Biden dropped out, a little before and after effect here, Trump was running 12 points, you see here, above Biden this summer in the polling. Okay, now Harris comes in a month ago, and the average of all the polls since Harris got in, now Trump's lead among men is down a bit from where it was with Biden, down from 12 to 7. But still, Trump leading among men. This is typically what we see with the gender gap. Men more Republican than women. Trump on average up 7 right now over Harris among men. Now among women, Biden won women by 13 in the 2020 election. In that month before the debate, when Biden was still the candidate, he still led with women, down to 5 points. Harris has now switched in the month since. Her lead among women up to 9 points. So what do you have? You have Trump on average right now leading men by 7, leading women by 9. That is a gender gap of 16 points. Now, that's big, but that's not new. It was 18 points in 2020, for instance. So this is what we've come to expect nationally. So where is the question mark on the gender gap? It's here. It's at the state level. Here's a series of battleground states. This is all one pollster, the New York Times and Siena. These are all from last week. One set of polls, one pollster, but check some of these out. Michigan, Trump by 20 among men, Harris 28 among women. That is a gender gap in this poll of 48 points. Wisconsin, Trump 17, Harris 24, 41 points. Georgia, Trump 20, Harris 10, women, 30-point gender gap. Now, cautionary notes, as we say, it's one pollster. There can be statistical noise here. Just look at Pennsylvania, barely a gender gap at all in the same from New York Times, Siena. These numbers can bounce around, but this is the thing to look for. Is something happening in the states, in some of the battleground states, that's not necessarily happening nationally? Are there state-specific effects? They get ads, they get campaign activity, they get things happening in swing states that don't happen in a lot of the rest of the states. Maybe that's affecting the gender gap. Abortion politics, it's settled at the state level now. Are there abortion politics in some of these states that are affecting the gender gap in a way it is not happening elsewhere? Those are the questions raised by this. Of course, as we say, one poll, so we need to see more. But this is the thing to look for. Do we keep seeing state-specific gender gaps of anything approaching that scale? Because if we do, it's new, it's different,